Hello everyone, welcome to Dream Civil Services. Hope so you all are doing well. Today's topic is very important topic which is related with international relation, and it is very important for PT mains as well as interview, and it will come in political science, international relation, and also come in GS paper 2 of UPSC and GS paper 1 of BPSC, and for general studies paper of HCS as well. So this topic, that is Scarby's Bay Declaration, which is recently in news, is very important for UPSC as well as for other state PCS exams. So let's start with the topic. Today I will discuss all about the G7 summit and G7 countries and its history and background, and even I will discuss the recent declaration of, that is Scarby's Bay Declaration, and all about this declaration and even this year's summit along with role of India. So let's start with the history of G7. In early 1970s, some rich democracies of the world emerged as a group of countries. After the 1973 Arab-Israeli war, when there was a rise in the oil prices and the oil crisis was happened, and then OPEC imposed some trade barrier against the countries like Canada, Japan, Netherlands and the USA, and this barrier shocked their economy. So due to this oil crisis, there was an emergence of summit that is called as G7 summit. And now in starting there were only 5 countries. Most of the developed member of the OPEC countries like USA, Germany, Japan, Italy and UK, and they started some informal discussion on the global issues. So G7 summit कैसे emerged हुआ था? कुछ 1970s में क्या हुआ था कि there was a Arab Israeli war and there was the oil crisis in, and OPEC ने कुछ ट्रेड बैरियर्स लगा दिए थे अगेंस्ट सम कंट्रीज लाइक कनाडा, जापान एंड नीदरलैंड, यूएसए, जिससे कि उनकी इकोनॉमीज को बहुत बड़ा शॉक हुआ था, उनकी इकोनॉमीज बहुत ज़्यादा लॉस हुआ था. तो क्या हुआ था, फॉर्मर जो फ्रेंच प्रेसिडेंट थे उन्होंने फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर्स बुलाए 5 डेवलप कंट्री के लाइक ओपेक कंट्रीज के, यूएसए, जर्मनी, जापान, इटली एंड यूके को सम इनफॉर्मल डिस्कशन के लिए रिलेटेड विद ग्लोबल इशूज. And this informal discussion was later on in 1975 was emerged as the G7 summit of the head of government. And then in 1976 there was an inclusion of Canada. So Canada को 1976 में include कर दिया गया. And after a year later, that is in 1977, European Commission was also joined as a non-enumerated member. So in 1975, originally this summit, G7 summit, was called as G8 summit, and it was an informal forum that was bringing together the leaders of world leading industrial nations. And after that, how it becomes G7. USA President Bill Clinton and British PM Tony Blair has the initiative of G7 became the G8. सो इनके इनिशिएटिव था कि G7 जो है G8 बना था. इन्होंने रशियन फेडरेशन को ज्वाइन कराया था इन 1998 में, एंड देन इट अगेन बिकेम G7 इन 2014. देयर वाज अ वॉर, annexation of the Crimea with Russia. So due to this, Russia was excluded from the G8 grouping, and it becomes G7. So after 2014, G7 countries are Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, UK and USA. Now all about G7. G7 grouping is a forum of world's 7 largest developed countries, as I said, and whose government leaders meet annually. तो हर साल मीट करते हैं to discuss the international economic and monetary issues. 7 countries के नेम लर्न कर लो. It is very important for PT exam point of view. Now G20 was formed in 1999. So it is to bring the more countries on board to address the global economic concern. And India is also became the member of G20, which is to host G20 summit in 2022. So G7 से कैसे G20 बनाए? That is the important point for PT as well as mains exam. Now come back to G7. What is the main purpose of G7? G7 is to discuss and deliberate on the international economic issues, and its main aim is to help and to resolve other global problems with a special focus on the economic issues. And as I said, it is an informal gathering and it does not have any permanent headquarters. And decisions taken by the world leaders during these summits are non-binding in nature. And G7 countries accounted for around 2/3 of the global GDPs. And what is the amount of, or what is the role of India's economy in this? India is already a third largest in the world in purchasing power parity terms, and even it is behind that of only USA and China in case of economy. Now what is the important in news? That is Carbis Bay Declaration. Now I will discuss all about this declaration. The 47 G7 summit is scheduled to be held between 11 June and 13 June in 2021 as it is going on, and it is the first physical G7 summit to be held in 2 years, and it will take place in the Carbis Bay, Cornwall, which is in UK, and due to pandemic it is held virtually. And what is the theme of this summit? 47 G7 summit theme is Build Back Better. This is also important for PT exam. Its meaning is to note to global recovery efforts during the post COVID-19 pandemic. So recovery कैसे की जाए COVID-19 pandemic से, इस theme का ये मतलब है. And UK has outlined 4 priority area. तो UK is the host of this summit. तो इसने 4 priority areas को बताया for its presidency of powerful grouping. And these 4 priority areas are: first is global recovery from the coronavirus, and second is strengthening the resilience against the future pandemics, and now promoting the future prosperity by championing the free and fair trade. So this is the second theme. Third priority area is tackling the climate change, and fourth is preserving the planet biodiversity and share the value and open society. So these are the 4 main outlines of this summit. This is very important for PT mains as well as interview. Now come to what is Carbis Bay Declaration. The Carbis Bay Declaration is named after the Cornish resort in which the summit was to be held, and which is one of the venue for the summit, as I said. And this summit was started by the UK PM office as historic summit, and it is expected to contain a series of commitments, as I said, 4 priority areas, and the major focus is on the global health crisis, that is COVID-19 pandemic. And now group of 7 countries of G7 are expected to commit the sharing of at least 1 billion coronavirus shots with the world. This is said by the Boris Johnson in the summit. Now come to some guest members or guest countries of the G7 summit of this year. The UK hold the presidency, as I said, and UK invited India along with Australia, South Korea and South Africa. So 4 countries, India, Australia, South Korea and South Africa, also joined the summit as a guest countries. Now UK also established a new center to develop the vaccine for zoonotic diseases. Zoonotic diseases are those diseases which are spreading from the animals to humans. So it is also focusing on the zoonotic diseases. Now what is the role of Sir Patrick Vallance, who is the chief scientific advisor for the UK government, and Melinda Gates? They are also guests in the summit, and they present their 100-day mission to speed up the time to develop the vaccine, treatment and diagnostics. So इन्होंने क्या किस पे वर्क किया है? 100-day mission को आउटलाइन किया है फॉर डायग्नोस्टिक वैक्सीन एंड ट्रीटमेंट के लिए कोविड-19 के, and the report is named as 100 days mission to respond for the future pandemic threats of COVID-19. So in Carbis Bay Declaration, the world leading democracy will work the series of measures that will help in future pandemic, post-pandemic areas, and also this is 100 days report is also very important for this work. Now G7 leaders are expected to donate 1 billion vaccine doses to the poor countries also in coming years. Now second theme, as I said, Build Back Better World, that is B3W project क्या है? It is aimed at combating with the China's $1 trillion Belt and Road Infrastructure Initiative. This is also one of the priority area of this summit. And the host of the UK, PM Biden, said that concrete action on the forced labor acquisition and calling them as an affront to human dignity. So second इन्होंने क्या बोला है, concrete action के बारे में बताया which is related with the human dignity. And here this is related with the China's unfair economic competition also. Now come to the role of India. India was invited by the France in earlier summit of G7 which was held in 2019 in Biarritz summit as a goodwill partner, and also he was participated in the session on climate, biodiversity and ocean and digital transformation. Now come to this year role of India. As PM Modi participated virtually in the session of G7 summit on June 12 and 13, and India supported the global action to prevent the future pandemics related with the summit. And very important point, the PM Modi gave the mantra of One Earth, One Health, which is also very important. And the Chancellor of Germany, her name is Angela Merkel, supported the PM's mantra of One Health, One Earth. And even PM Modi also emphasized the responsibility of democratic, transparent societies to prevent the future pandemic. So post pandemic of COVID-19 में भी इंडिया ने अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के ऊपर एम्फेसाइज किया है. So this is all about the Caribbean Bay Declaration and G7 summit along with all its important points are covered. So please watch this video in a good manner and learn these points and try to analyze these points and how to write in the mains paper as well as how to speak in the interview. So please watching Dream Civil Services and please subscribe, share and like this channel. Jai Hind.